Hello, my name is Tristan and this is my live stream of Dyson Sphere Program. We are up to episode, I guess it's 10? I don't know what I put on the thing. Last time, episode 9, what did I do in episode 9? Basically I finished off logistics, I think. Finished off all the projection for logistics and got interplanetary logistics up and running. I did do a couple of hours in the meantime, like I did before the last stream, which is this First Impressions 9A. Basically what I did in the... It's actually set to go live. We should have gone live actually, although YouTube seems to be taking a staggering amount of time to process videos again. I don't know why it takes so long to process HD versions of videos, but it does. So that will still be processing for days, I imagine, because YouTube. But yeah, what I did in that recorded video, and it's sped up, and it's just for completeness in case some masochist wants to watch it all. Basically, I went to, where is it? AOC 4. And set up all of the mining for... Well, I put down a load of solar panels and stuff. And wind turbines and all that sort of stuff. So it has like a nice power excess now. And I've set up all the mining for titanium and silicon and all of these. However, I didn't do the smelting or anything, and I haven't put down the interplanetary logistics systems. Mainly, I'll be honest, because we don't actually have that huge demand for titanium, really. But it's ready to go. What I thought we might do this episode, actually, just let me just check something. Sorry. Yeah, what I thought we might do this episode is we'll possibly go and set up the actual smelting. It's kind of it's probably not going to be that interesting a stream, to be totally honest with you. But I thought we might go over to the other planet. Where is it? Iota Arugia 1, and possibly similarly set up sort of some solar panels and because solar is 108%, so it's more productive solar than on here. But I like to have both wind and solar. It has quite a lot of coal as well, but I think effectively might. I think we're gonna, set up all the mining and stuff on here, which, I would have liked to have done that off stream as well, but I only had the time to do the one planet, and then basically all of our sort of land planets are kind of ready for exploitation, which is hopefully what I'll actually do next episode. It'd be nice to go and see the planet as well. Oh, one thing to note, when they've done an update that does upgrading, so they've now introduced these upgrade facilities, and you can use it on all sorts of stuff, but the most obvious one is belt, okay? And you can literally, and like inserters, and so you can upgrade the one item, but you can also hold, we could upgrade one bit of belt, but you can also, if you hold shift, it'll upgrade everything connected to it. But you can also, if you hit the down arrow key, you can go down again. So if you've got too high a level on, you can actually now downgrade it as well, which is quite useful, I think, to be able to do both automatically. It kind of limits the chains. It'll do, so if you do this chain upgrade, so you hold the shift key, it'll kind of get up to a junction or a building, so it would do all of that belt, but it won't go, so that but that one, you see where there's a junction there, it'll only do up to the junction, which I think that's fine and sensible. Yeah, so I think it's a good addition. I used it a couple of times in that inter-stream episode. I should have stocked myself up, I think. I think I sort of got everything together. So I just did a general stock up, didn't I? What we could do first is build interplanetary logistics vessels. Yeah, because we're going to need quite a few of them. Not so many as the planetary ones. So we need to make reinforced thrusters, which is we've now got the reinforced the titanium alloy. We do have a need these lads, so we have some sort of spare ones there, don't we? So we could maybe use them and bring them round, maybe, because we got that's elevated that copper line, so we can maybe bring them round. Take these out of here, maybe bring them round. What do we need for the actual vessels? We need 2 thrusters. We need even more titanium. They take 6 seconds. They take 6 seconds. So really, it should be a 2-to-1 again. But I'm not too fussed. We'll just leave it chugging away, basically. Well, I did 2 here, didn't I? So maybe I will. 10 processors. Oh, haven't I got processors over here somewhere? Oh, I'm making them locally. Okay. Can I add more on here? I seem to remember we were a bit sort of tied in, weren't we? So, what we could do is maybe bring this down to ground. Well, actually, if we need this first, let's bring this round. And then this one we can bring down to ground and kind of go back up again. Yep. So that's copper, and we need something similar here, don't we? Because we need to bring silicon, wasn't it, over the top. I mean, what we might be better off doing is like moving this over anyway. Is that connected? Something's gone wrong there. That's not connected. There's something wrong here as well. Look. What the heck has happened there? Oh, it's because it's going the other way. What? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So the copper was actually going the other way. Okay. I'd assumed it was coming from the top, but it's clearly not. So we get rid of that. And we bring this down to ground as soon as we can. And when we connect it up there like that. So that appears to be the correct direction now. And we want this to do something similar. We want this to do an up and down. And take that down. Take that over there. So that we can feed this through here. Yeah. And we'll have a splitter here. What I'm sort of building to is doing the sort of logistics properly, in quotes, meaning having bots, moving stuff around. Now, are you gonna work for me? So I need another couple of these, feeding to another couple of these, And this is taking material from here and here. Yeah, that's what we're sort of aiming for. But I'm kind of doing all the prep first. I could just, you know, sort of make them... so that needs to go around like that, I guess. Yeah, I could have them... Oh, that should be... It's the wrong recipe. So that should be that one, shouldn't it? That and that. Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting more. Whoops. We're getting more of these being made, and we don't need them for those, do we? No, we need turbines and things, but we need them for them. So what we can do is we can put a where to put it? If we put it there, would that make sense? So it's taking them out of there. It's making bots for us. Just making them. So it's got circuits, and we need to bring titanium over. And we need titanium for the actual thrusters as well. So we can move that along there. And we can output this. Like so. So some power there. And we'll put this here. So if this is making thrusters, reinforced thrusters, then it's titanium and those. So will that work? If I bring that like that, we have these output here, then they need input, input, output, power, and then they need these to be down here. And they need to grab them like that. We only need, well, yeah, a single thing of them. Tempted to increase this actually. Are you working? Are you doing your thing? Now, why are you slow? You're slow simply because you take a long time to make. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Requires 2. Yeah. Right, yes, so that is now making... are loud, the smelters. Yeah, so they're now making the international, the interplanetary vessels. So I think we can probably go to the planet we want to go to. The question is, what do I take over there? What do I take with me? What do I need, as it were? So I can take a load of the basics that we've got. So I think if we do a flight over there and just dump a load of stuff over there, and then we can come back, because what we need, what I want, is all the power stuff to start with, and we'll set that up first, and then I'm going to need loads of the old mining machines. So so yeah, we'll take. Well, I'll make a load of them. Let's get a load of them being made. 15, 20. Say that'll put us around 50. And I think we'll head over here with what we've got. I will top up belts and stuff though first, just because that's where we are. So get some of them, and the old inserters, I guess, as well. Get some of them. Make sure they're topped off as well, and them. So the idea is we're going to go and leave a load of this stuff over there. Yeah, I'm happy with what we've got there. Let's top ourselves up with fuel. Cool. I might as well leave what we've got here in terms of whatchamacallit, like fluid stuff, because we're not going to be doing fluid over there, so we don't really need these things. And we can take a few more. Well, let's just top them off again. But we can take a few more wind turbines. In fact, I might increase that again. Let it build them while we're over there. I did bring some solar panels with me from the other planet, but should I take them? I might as well. It's a full stack basically. Let's leave a little bit of space in case we end up with too many miners or something we're making. In fact, let's leave another one and see if we've got any. How many of these we've got made? Although, no, I don't need to do that, because I would bring them to this planet, I think, probably. Okay. So, let us. Whoops. Where is it? I don't want to go to my gas giant. Getting pulled in by its gravity. So let's zoom ahead. They tweaked the sort of power demand for slowing down and stuff. I'm guessing they, as a balancing thing. I'm guessing they'd seen people basically like me bouncing off planets a bit too much. We do want to start research again, but I'm not quite sure what we want to research just yet. So before this, it was quite demanding when you were slowing down and stuff. It took quite a lot of thrust. But you see, we can now. So we'd have run out by now already of juice in our battery. So let's land on here. I don't think there are any, like, how to put it. Oh, we inserted into the planet. We're moving slower, aren't we? Maybe that's the wind thing. I don't think there are any how to put it, like toxic effects, as it were. I don't think, you have planets where you, you know, you're affected by sulfuric acid or anything like that. I don't think so. But you never know, we might be. Okay, so let's get you down. Why is that not clipping properly? There we go. And we'll do what we've done on our other planets, since we've got... Now is it... It's 2 out, isn't it? I think that works. Oh. Unless I can build them... No. Let's do the 2 out. Still. And then... It seems to be letting me put them a lot closer. That's interesting. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. So if I put that there, that there, to get a nice diamond shape going, and then we'll see how far we can get that. So it's there. No, that's a... I keep picking the wrong things up. So that's there, isn't it? It should be there, which is there. It's a little difficult to tell because this planet is obviously... Oh, we're working on a bit of a hill. This is quite raised up, so it's a bit confusing. Right, so if we plop some solar panels down as well, which we don't want them to bump into that, so about there. Let's just put it there. See how that works. I've put a... That's not a wind turbine. Ah, there you go. That's why it's gotten all messed up there. Look. There we go. That's better, I think. Right, solar panels. I'm not quite sure why it's given me such heavy wind noise. Because my understanding is this isn't a... The wind is lower. I seem to be getting a very loud swooshing wind effect. There you go, can you hear that? Sounds like a gale blowing. I'm pretty sure on the solar ratio 108, wind 80. So it's less wind, and yet it's making a gale blowing noise. Oh well. I do not know quite why. And then I'll put second ring in. Okay, how much power we got now? So we've got 21.1 off of that. Okay, so let's go and take these down to the... I've not got too many of these. I should build some more. Right, Right, so we want to go to there. And there. That's our equator. Oh, I should start some research, shouldn't I? So, what I wanted to do was I wanted to make these because I'm not convinced that they work quite as I thought they worked. So I did want to research them. The other thing I would quite like to head for is this one, which gives us the extra fast replicators, so we can effectively upgrade them. They basically use a replicator, graphene, and well, as it says there, multiple graphenes and processors. But they are sort of much more sort of efficient, so I wanted to do them. We should really do deuterium, but what I was hoping we might be able to head for is the whole gas giant stuff. Because once we've got energy storage, we can do that, and that gives us that. And then we can tap our gas giant as well. Because one of the things oops, wrong one. We want to be heading for this. I think I've said this multiple times, but it requires these particle control technologies, which, as you see, requires the graphene, carbon nanotubes and silicon, and that one's quite heavy resources. So this is why I'm kind of setting up all the interplanetary logistic stuff, because I want to be able to sort of make these in reasonable amounts with sort of less, not very much fuss, as it were, and it means shipping quite a lot of stuff interplanetary, which that's why I'm building up the planetary stuff, even though we don't need this amount of material, but it'll make life easier later on, if you see what I mean. Okay, so let's head up to the other pole. I'm not actually sure what. Let's have a look at the planetary tilt and stuff. Axial inclination -6 degrees. So let's hit the north. So it's essentially backwards, isn't it? But both poles are going to get power. Is that right? So let's have a. If that's the plane of the ecliptic. Oops. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, we've not got tidal locking or anything like that by the looks of things either. Orbit inclination is 30 degrees. Yeah, I think we're all right doing what my standard rough layout. Pop that down, and then pop these in. 2 out as per. Plop these in. Like so. Get one of these down. And then one here. Energy storage. Okie-dokie. I'll be able to come and well, as I say, if it works as I think it works, I'm not 100% convinced it does. I think I've gotten confused somewhere. I haven't done anything on my test map at all. But my thinking is that the batteries basically work as they do in Factorio, basically, that you can use them in conjunction with solar panels to charge them. The reason I'm not convinced they work, that you can't just slap them down and they do their thing, is because there is a charging station, and I don't know if that's just meant to make the process more efficient, or you have to use that and set it up some way, because it appears like, I say, I haven't really played with this, but it looked like you had to set the things to charge and discharge like manually. Which is going to be a pain in the bum if you have to keep flipping them over to manual and to charge and discharge every time you want to use. Oh, is that not? What have I done there? Oh, I put them on the wrong thing, haven't I? You have to put them to manually charge and discharge. Like, no, it can't work like that. Every day. That'd be an absolute pain in the bum. But it can't work like that, surely. Okay, so there's our 2 rows of solar panels. Right, so which way did we put our things down? Where are they? So it's this one. I lost track of which one it was then, so is it that way? It's that one, okay. Right, so let's plop these down. Connect our 2 poles. No, that's the wrong place. See what I mean? It appears to be mostly raised up, this planet. It's a bit odd. There's lots of bumps and lumps and stuff. So I guess we should get lots of soil out of it, at the very least. So would that be there? So that's our 2 poles connected. So how much power have we got now? Should we have about 40? Yeah, 40 megawatts, okay. How are we doing with carbon? It might be quite good, this planet. Because I'm just looking, we got high-speed assembly machines. There we go, that's useful. It's almost half this planet is just empty. All the resources are quite concentrated. So it might be fairly useful for us to use this almost like a planet that produces our basic resources. So it could produce, lots of components for us, because it's got silicon, it doesn't have titanium, it's got stone, has it? Stone. Yeah, loads of stone. Loads of silicon. Not very much iron, though. Most things need iron, don't they? Okay. So maybe not then. Yeah, I mean, most things need iron, basically, in one form or another. But we could make it to use, some iron ingots, copper, silicon. We could make crystals here. I mean, I say we could make them. Not too many, though. Well, I say that. I mean, it's about 500,000, isn't it? It's plenty. It's quite a lot. And I've got lots of coal, so we could make lots of graphene. So we don't have any oil, to the best of my knowledge. Let's get rid of all that. No, there's no oil, which makes sense. I mean, it's not a planet with life on it, so where would the oil come from? Right, so we'll connect all of these poles up. And there. Oh, that's in the wrong place. There. And there. Again, that's the wrong place. I got something wrong there, haven't I? Because how does that not reach to the equator? So is this line not? No, that's one off, isn't it? How have I done that? Looks like this one is too close. So that should be. It doesn't reach though. What? What's going on? No, that's there. So how does that... Oh, it's saying it needs foundation support. Okay, sorry. I was being dumb. Is that because that's sunken? Because it's a crater? Yeah, right. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's how it must do the water as well. It's not actually, you know, checking the... checking whether there's water there. It's checking the height of whatever you're trying to put down. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. Oh, bottom, put that in the wrong place. I suppose this is sort of a live version of what I've been doing in those sped up streams, so I guess it works as a this is what I've been doing thing. I could try if I built. Oh no, I don't have them anyway. I haven't got any silicon. Can I make silicon? I don't think I can I? No, I can't make them. You have to smelt them. I was going to say, I could make some batteries and try it out. I guess it's in the buildings, is it? Yeah. Because I don't think I'm even making them. Doopy-doopy-doo. This is why you need blueprinting in games like this. If you're going to ask people to build things on giant scales, then you need to give them some tools to make life a bit easier, because it's kind of a bit unfair to sort of force people to grind, I think. You know, to do the same. You know, once you've come up with your, you know, your strategy, your way of doing power, it should give people the tools to sort of replicate it. Next research incoming. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure how they would do blueprinting on this though, because interstellar power transmission, you have unlocked the energy exchanger, can make the surplus energy, electric energy in the power grid into a full accumulator, or release the electric energy stored in the full accumulator to supply the facility. So, as I say, what I think I've gotten confused with is that you have to use them to fill up the batteries. But I was convinced, you know, you could lay them down and they charged. But that kind of implies that you have to put them in. Is that water in there? Okay. You have to put them in those things first. I don't know. I should have done some testing before sort of guessing, but on stream. But so I haven't really had the time. It's a big crater, isn't it? The scale of the game is slightly mind-bending at times, because it's like I mean, this mech must literally be. Is that everything connected up? What's that film? Pacific Rim scale. You know, it must be a kaiju scale of mech, if you think about how big this planet is. Anyway, right. We don't run out of coal. Carbon. Right. So that's that. So the next thing we should really do is plop down solar sails around the equator. Sorry, bang my microphone there. Where's the equator? There's the equator, is it? Yeah, 0 degrees. Cool. Shall we start on the prime meridian rather than at 90 degrees? So it would be this one up here. Get that charged up. Which way do I want to go? Let's go east. That's right, isn't it? That's east, yeah. No, that's west. That's east. There we go. Wait a minute, which way is north? Oh, that's north. Okay. So that is east. Okay. I haven't got enough solar panels. Sorry. Wind turbines to get anywhere near around the planet. But once we run out, we will go home. We'll leave a lot of stuff here. A bit like I did on the ice planet, basically. I mean, I could set up some mining first, because I got all of them miners built. Yeah, I was saying, I'm not quite sure how you would do blueprinting on this, because the problem you would have, or they will have, is that a sort of design that works at the equator is not going to work at the poles. And I've already encountered this issue where if you try and build up some of these meridian lines, you know, up some of the verticals, you end up with discontinuities. There you go, there's a big one there. So if you were building down that line, you suddenly veer off to the side. So how do you account for that in a blueprint? So it may not be possible. It may not be possible. One of the things I did notice that I failed to... I thought one of many thoughts I started but never finished in the last stream was the sort of background fiction to the game, which is basically that the idea is that humanity has built a supercomputer, and it's kind of like no, it's not in the culture, is it? But certainly a lot of Peter F. Hamilton, if you know Peter F. Hamilton novels, but he has one of these themes in a lot of his sci-fi is people uploading their consciousness into the, well, I guess into the web, or some sort of storage facility or hive mind type computer. He's got, I mean, there are lots of variations, but I mean, I'm sure you've encountered it before. That type of concept in science fiction. And that appears to be what they've based this around. So there's a supercomputer, and people are sort of uploading their consciousness. But that's requiring more and more power. So you've been sent off, and you are human. You're a little person inside here, is the idea. It's not. You aren't a mech as such. You are a pilot of a mech, and you've been tasked with building Dyson Sphere. Now, you don't. So, and it's one of the things I'd wondered about when they showed the large, you know, set of solar, you know, at the very beginning you pick, you know, your starting solar system, and there's all sorts of other stars around it, and you can build multiple Dyson spheres around lots of different, well, I guess all of them in theory, although I don't know if there are the resources to do that. But yeah, you can build multiple Dyson spheres. We've got a lot further than I thought we would, actually. I thought we'd run out. We've run out now. Oh no, we haven't. Got 4 left. But yeah, so the idea is you've been sent off to build these Dyson spheres to provide the power to run this supercomputer. And that's why at the top end here, this is what it's talking about. It's the universe matrix, etc. Is you doing that, so sending these off. Ultimate mystery of the universe. A great the primary mission on Dyson Sphere has been successful. Again, we're going to do it after completion. So yeah, so that's what you're sort of doing. Now, I don't know whether they veered away from that, but that was like their sort of starting fiction for the game. So yeah, we did 3/4 of the planet with that. So how many did we? It wasn't 100 we brought with us. So another trip, if we pick up another 100 or so, or however many it's built for us, and we should be able to do all of my rings. The rings I like to do. Now what we can do is go and put some solar down to sort of fill this out a bit. And then we'll drop off Now where do I want to... If I've got the solar panels on this side... where are they? They're there, obviously. So that was off the axis. Put some on this side. Oh. Okay. So, if I plop down a box here, maybe. Just plop it there. And then I probably need a couple of boxes actually. If I plop down another one. And we'll put the sort of raw stuff in this one. If it'll all fit. Graphene as well. And then we'll put these down in here. Whoops. Well, actually, don't worry about that. No, I'll take that and... Well, we'll hold on to them. Yeah, okay, so how much fuel we got? Okay, so let's head back to the home planet. Server sail mode, off we go. So where we're heading? To grow this for no. Where are we going? Over that way. Over that way, my friend. Over that way. Do 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 do. This is easier with warps. When you get warps, you can get across the solar system almost instantaneously. We're not far off that, you know, getting warps, but not quite there yet. Whoa! Slow down, son. Right. Bit of juice. Oops, wrong button. Okay. And where are we? We are not far away from where we need to be, actually. Okay. Did I leave them? No, I didn't, did I? Oh. I was wondering if I left the old charging station there, but I didn't. Okay, no problem. Go and stand here for a bit. So we've got a load of belts and stuff, but we probably want to do want to take a few more. Solar panels. We'll have to go to the other planet to do them. Right, let's go and fly over. And take all of them. And then, so we probably should take, not fussed about stocking up on them, but probably should take, where are they? Up here. Take a few more of these ones. And some of these. And what are them? Gas giant exploitation. Orbital collector. Okay. No, don't need them. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go to the other planet, aren't I, to get them. Is there anything else we want to take with us? No, I think we're fine basically on that. Yeah, so we want to head over to let's charge up first, but we want to head over to where is it? Number 4. Pick up some solar panels and then head over to 1, and we should be able to finish all of our stuff because we've got loads of turbines now. Okay. Right, let's head over to number 4. I don't want to do any more research. What I'd like to do is some upgrades, but I can't do upgrades really until we've got purple. So that's our next big goal, getting purple. And that requires purple, doesn't it? Yeah, they're all purple. Purpley, purpley, purple. Oh, that's green, crikey. And they're all dependent on that one, which is purple, and that's purple as well, isn't it? Yeah, so I would like to do some upgrades, but I can't. I mean, we could... I don't like to get too far ahead in the research tree of where we're building, you know, what we're building and where we're building. That might be useful. We do need them lads, though. They're a bit of a way away, aren't they? They're... Where the heck are they? I can't remember now. It's not a quantum chip, is it? No, gravity matrix. Oop. Have I flown past it? I have. Oh! Whoa! That was lucky. I was pressing the wrong key, trying to slow down. Right. Where's our stuff? So if we go and charge up first. Yeah, I was getting carried away looking at the thing. Where are they? I can't remember where they are. Because it requires those things. Aren't they a structural thing? No. No. Ah, there we go. High strength, lightweight structures. So it's that path again. Because these let you do big power areas. You don't have to slap in loads of these little mini towers or anything. So it's probably a bit ahead of where we are really. Yeah, let's leave it for now. Oops. It should actually have shown us, because doesn't it tell me now what's available on this? Fire ice, okay. Because all you do, you put the collectors on the equator. Basically, there's no. It doesn't show you you don't have patches of resources. You just put a sort of line of them around the equator, and it generates stuff at these rates. And then you need the logistics craft to, back and forth them basically. So we have got fire ice. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we want loads of solar panels, because we want to take them to our other planets as well. This is all the stuff I've left here as building materials, and when I actually want to come back and, as I say, we're basically mined every patch, but I'm not doing anything with the stuff, so I need to set up, lots of titanium smelting and silicon smelting and stone production and stick it all into some of those lads, and ferry it back and forth for where I want to make it, because this does have huge iron ore reserves, doesn't it? Is copper... Whoops, wrong button. No, there we go. Is copper quite prevalent on... Oh yeah, there's loads of copper. Okay. That works then, doesn't it? So if titanium... Yeah, there's loads of titanium here. So it's like the two combined give you loads of resources between the two. Okay, that works. Right. Ugh. I don't know why it was juttering then. Yeah, so if we get both of them set up and exploited, then effectively I could make the basic iron ones, really on the other planet. Obviously I'll tap them here in terms of sending them or making them available interplanetary, because I could always make local iron related things on this planet in relatively small doses, so that I've got some, bit like the solar panels, where I've got them available there. Well, not the solar panels. I could make belts and stuff like that locally, so that if I'm building or doing stuff, I can... Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then the things we got huge volumes of, we can basically ship around interplanetary. Slow down so we don't bounce off. Does it have much coal on this? Oh, it's got quite a bit of coal. Okay. Right, so we now want to go up or down, whichever it really is. These axes. It's funny, the games I enjoy the most are I don't know that they're the best for streaming. So, for example, another game series I love, and I guess it's sort of related to this. Another type of game I love are like more direct city builders, and particularly the Anno series. Although I'll be totally honest, having now kind of played more of the Anno series, I'm not actually sure I am that big a fan of it. Generally, I was a massive fan of Anno 1404. Absolutely adored that game. But I bought the... what's it called? I can't remember what they called it. A historical collection, which had 1701 in it and all that sort of stuff. And I'd played 2240. Is that the one? Where it's got the water, underwater, a lot of underwater stuff. So I played that and was not massively impressed compared to 1404. And then they did 2205, which was, I think, seen by most people as a bit of a rubbish entry in the series. And so it sort of almost became apparent that actually all I really loved was 1404. But Anno 1800 is great. That's in the wrong place, isn't it? Which is the current one, Anno 1800. Wrong thing. It's really, really good. They've gone really complex with it, but not in a way that makes it sort of unmanageable. My only criticism of it, I would guess, is that you kind of need the DLCs to be able to build at any sort of scale. And I mean, if you're a city builder, one thing you like to do is build giant cities of huge populations. And because it's what they do in Anno, it's if you've never played it, it's a sort of a tiers based. So you have different tiers of residents, and as you go up the tiers, they need more sort of valuable items to keep them, satisfied and happy. And as you go up those tiers, those things become more complicated to make, but also as part of that you need more and more resources. And one of the things I found is that gold becomes quite a limiting factor. because you need quite a lot of it. To do big populations, but it turned out that basically they designed one of the DLCs to provide you with lots of gold, and it's like, I know it's a bit cheeky in a sense that, you know, in order to sort of get those big populations, you therefore need the what's it called? It's not dark passages. It's the oh, I never finished this off, did I? The idea is it's you know, like Arctic explorers Scott and Amundsen and all that sort of stuff. So it's like this whole new map region that's polar, and it adds, you know, there's more, you know, more to it than, you know, it's quite a complex, involved DLC, but it gives you lots of gold, and so that sort of puts it in a position where, you know, you can, you know, get gold for your highest level tier, your investors, on the base game, but in order to get the sort of volumes you need that DLC. And it's like, there's a DLC that, one of their more recent big ones, and it's like the exploitation of Africa type of thing is the theme. It's a bit politically incorrect, the stuff it's doing, in a sense. It's sort of sanitized, and it isn't, you know, presented as it was, but, you know, they're taking slavery essentially and sort of, you know, like kind of gamifying it in a sense. So it's a bit sort of odd politically. But yeah, so that, you know, as I say, you kind of need the DLCs. Oh, sorry, on one of the things that DLC does, the Land Alliance it's called, is it gives you, like, well, one of the resources you can't, that's a bit of a pain in terms of building stuff, is clay. Okay, you need clay for clay bricks, and that DLC provides you with, essentially, I can't remember what it calls it. It's like a college, like a university sort of a thing, and that then has, you know, the ability to unlock the ability to move your clay pits, which is really useful, particularly in terms of, because you can get these things that like buff the production and stuff, that you put in buildings, and they're a bit annoying because it'll like increase the productivity or decrease the cost of a building or something like that. And the ones for clay, you basically never have clay close together, you know, as a natural thing. I mean, you do on some islands, but it's really rare. They're normally spread out. And that means that basically you can't really make proper use of those buffs, or very good use of them, unless you buy the DLC, which gives you the ability to move the resources. Do you see what I mean? So it's sort of, it's DLC, and you don't need it to play the game, but you do need it. And if you look at, they've been doing like, you know, collection versions and stuff. So you can buy it for a lot less now. But if you look at how much I've spent on it, even doing the season passes, which, you know, reduces the cost of the individual DLCs, I've literally spent, crikey, it must be getting on for 200 quid on the game. And it's good, I really like it. I'm not saying, you know, it's bad, but it's a bit... It's a bit like... Because it's in a genre that's not really, you know, a mainstream genre. Or game type, you know. It's kind of not made any headlines that it's a pretty egregious monetization system. You know, considering the base game, you know, was 60 quid at launch. And I say I don't regret it as such, and I have disposable income, you know, more disposable income than most people. But if you're sort of casually dipping in, or certainly sort of less money available, it's pretty heavy. And so you can now get it as like you know, a sort of version. I can't remember what they've called it. It's like the Year 3 collection or something. Year 3 Complete Edition, which is everything except the no. I can't remember. There's a version you can get that includes all of the Season 1 and Season 2 DLC. I think, and so you would only have to buy the Season 3 pass, and so that's very good value for money. But of course I own all that already, and even then you see that it's not all of the things that, you know, are DLC, I believe. So there are also like decorative packs and stuff. You know, like decorative buildings you can build that you have to buy the packs, and I'm pretty sure this, you know, Complete Edition doesn't include them. So say, you know, you buy the Complete Edition, it might do, but you know, they're still asking you to buy DLC. Yeah, it's been a bit sort of heavy, I think. And they certainly, I mean, they didn't intend to do a third season, a third lot of DLCs. But the game was clearly so popular that they were able to do that. And so I don't mind in a sense, because they've, you know, this is the best. Is it the best? I'm not sure. I wouldn't say 1404 isn't still my favourite, but it's certainly the best one outside of my sort of personal preference for 1404. But yeah, the point I was going to make was that, you know, it's a good fun game I enjoy, but it takes, well, dozens if not hundreds of hours to play it. I mean, it's a sandbox game, you know. You can play there is a campaign. I considered trying to, and in fact I tried to stream to record a series on that, but it crashed on me a couple of times. This was right at the beginning. So yeah, I'm sort of like, you know, that's a game I would love to do a sort of, you know, series on or whatever, but because, you know, the types of games I like just don't seem to suit. Like this, I'm blathering on about Anno 1800. I'm not talking about Dyson Sphere, because I'm just sort of grinding out all of this stuff. Which, you know, I enjoy doing this sort of thing, but I don't think it's exactly thrilling viewing. It's a sort of game where guides, you know, people would really lap up guides, I think, you know, how to do X, how to do Y, but for me personally, you only get to that level of knowledge after many, many hours of play. And I've got a full-time job, so it's going to take me ages to get there. You know, like I could do that with Factorio. I want to do guides for Factorio, but it's finding that, you know, the time to actually write them, record them, edit them. I've only got 12 left. Oh, bugger. So it's not enough to do the whole planet, is it? Oh. Well. I can't fit another one in. How many are we going to be short by? Not too many, actually. Let's go and stand by a charger. So I've got all of that done. So that whole hemisphere is done. Those two are done. So it's just these two. So maybe we could hand make some. How many have I got? Got 8. Need to go up the other end for that. So probably only need 10 or so more, maybe. Which I'm sure we can make that many. Reminds me of a Fabergé egg when it's all, once I've done all of this. Don't know if you've ever seen a Fabergé egg. It's all the, it's the one with all the encrusted with jewels and all that sort of stuff. What do I need for turbines? So it's copper, cogs, and magnets. So copper, not copper, cogs, gears, magnets, all of that good stuff. So that should let us make some more. Ah. Here we go. And then we'll see how much power we've managed to get ourselves. Oh, lack of items, sorry, of course. So let's make 10 more. See how far that gets us. Oh, lack of item again, okay. So, yeah, gonna need some more. Just gonna need more iron. plate. Have I got iron plate? I think that's all we had, isn't it? No, got a little bit more. Can't find the one that's missing now. Where is it? Where is it? Have we finished? Is that it? Are we done? I was sure there was one more. Yeah, here we go. Lack of items, so we're definitely going to need at least 5 more. We may not have enough. I could always go and grab some of those more random ones at the top. So I'd rather complete to this line. Gonna need 5 more at the least. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be slightly too few. Not quite got enough iron ore, iron plate. Lack of item. Yeah. So that's basically all we can build. Yeah, so if I go and grab, say, these 2 and these 3, how close does that get us? Oh, I can't put one in one there anyway. So how many have I actually got here? I've got 3. So if I put that there, that there, and that there. Right, so that's our full solary. Is it? Did I do? Yeah, I put some panels down there, didn't I? Okay. So that's our full solar and wind setup. Solar would be much more efficient to put down here, wouldn't it? How many panels have I got? Because of the whole wind... Sorry, the whole overproduction thing. And we do have a lot of space, so I could certainly do an extra row here. Pick it up. So 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. So there's about 6 rows on each. Cool. So we've got 150 megawatts. Okay. Need to head down the other end. About, because it'll go up and down. In fact, I might put some more solars at the top as well. But yeah, go up and down a bit because of as the planet, you know, orbits and the spin and all that sort of stuff. So I need to pick them up anyway. Have we got room? Haven't really got room for them, but I don't think we need to pick them up necessarily. Oh no, probably. Oh no, be alright. Right. Okay. So we could pop solar panels back. The problem is, if I now go and lay down these miners, my thing of putting down wind turbines to power the miners, I can't do because I haven't got any. Wind turbines. We would have to head home to do that. Should we do that anyway? Might as well because. Oh, I'm out of coal. Oh, I think I'm out of coal anyway, so yeah, we might as well head home. So we'll head home and we'll grab a load more wind turbines. And some very basic resources. Yeah, okay. So another trip. I actually put a greasy fingerprint on my my glasses. Right, so where's home? Home is there. So it's not going to take long, so I just need to get rid of this smudge. Right. Oh. Right, where are we? Oh, that's convenient. Power up. I think I said before, I really love that it puts them there. Assume it doesn't. I don't think it does. Unless that's them, is it? Are they meant to be the... No. But shame it doesn't do the, you know, the drones as well. I guess because you would have sort of hundreds of drones, it doesn't quite make as much sense. Okay, let's head up and get our bits and pieces. Okay, so we want... What do we want? We want more turbines. I might take that down. I don't need that many. Well, actually, we'll take them and then I could always bring them back. And then we want... If I take a bunch of smelters with me, I won't do anything with them this time, but it's best to have them, and then we'll take sort of some of these, I think. So I can always bring them back. It's not a big problem. Should take... Yeah, so we'll take them. So if we take some... stone... bit of glass... take a bit of steel, might as well. Got loads of them on well, no, don't need more of that. But we do need cogs. Should get quite a few of them. Some of these. Some of these. Anything we want from the other place? We need some energetic carbon, don't we? Carbon. Probably need to fuel up as well. What else? I didn't. Oh no, I did. Yeah, I got some of them. I'm not going to bother with motors and stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think well, let's have a look, see what we got there. So we've got the turbines, which is the main thing. Basic materials. Yep. Okay. Let's head back again. Where's number one? No. Where are ya? Number one, there we go. Should be there in a jiffy. In 1 times jiffy. Thump. Right, so I need to go round and tap some of these resources. That's going to be more thrilling viewing, isn't it? At least I suppose it's a relatively limited number of deposits. They're just really big deposits. You know, it's 1.5 million there and things like that. Okay. How are we doing power-wise? Still going? Not got any on me. We need to go and get our our stuff, don't we? Which is down that way. So, what do we need? Take them, that, obviously need a belt, inskirters, don't really need splitters but might as well take them, and them things. I'll put some of these away, don't really need them as such. But let's take all of that and then we'll see sort of what we got, what we don't need, etc. So, don't need them. Don't need to carry all of them. Okay. Actually, if I just leave the... Right, so what have I got? I don't really need quite so much of that. Don't really need them at all, but we'll have some. Don't need all of that steel. Don't need that. Don't need that. Might as well have one of them. One of them. One of them. One of them. How are we doing? Don't really need those, do we? So I don't need them for what we're doing. Ah, power towers. Oh, I should have grabbed some more of them. Oh well. I haven't got any dubris, have I? What about prisms? I haven't got any prisms. Don't think I need them, but might as well grab them. Yeah, okay. Are we charged up? We're charged up. So let's get slapping down of mining. You can like rotate with, which is it? Is it Archy? No, R's the normal. How do you do the... Oh, there you go. So you hold shift and hit R, and you can rotate it into different directions. The problem I find with that is it makes the belts really difficult to connect. I think maybe because they're clipping to the grid as well, sort of thing. So I don't generally bother. I just normally sort of do the straight thing. How very heteronormative of me. And then just put more in, sort of thing. It's one of those things. It's like in, well, Factorio, basically, that where you like, it becomes a bit pointless, if you see what I mean, trying to put down, you know, maximising the number of things, because you end up with far more than you need, basically. So I say there becomes a little point to it, really. We put that there, and sort of work them round. Okay, that's connected. Cool. You can't do the same trick with solar panels because, oh, I haven't got any with me, but they don't have an influence radius, so you can't put them down, you know, and use them as power towers basically. Resource gathering. If I put one there, one there, and say one there, yeah, that'll do us. I'll just put a small one in. Stick a cheeky little one in. Cool. And a bit more copper. Oh. I don't get sometimes why it connects and sometimes it doesn't. You know, why sometimes you put the thing out and it'll let you go around the corner and sometimes it'll just stop. Not quite sure what's going on there. Okay, where next? Let's go and do that one. Right, so... Right. Okay, so that's that segment done. We're going to do this silicon and that stone. We're basically done there. This might be difficult to tap this properly. Oh no, should be okay. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. And then just one of these, I think. Oh, I got loads of silicon on the other planet, so... Meh. Where are we going to put the box, though? We'll put the box, I guess... Here, maybe? Ah, it won't fit in that gap. Okay. You won't fit in that gap. Okay. Won't fit any of those gaps. Okay, so we will just put an ordinary tower then. Okay, and then there's a bit of stone somewhere nearby, isn't there? That bit of stone there. Do-do-dum-da. Big chesticle for this. Oh, I go into a sort of trance when I'm doing this. I'm not sure what to talk about there. It kind of is what it is, really, isn't it? Where are we? So, there are quite a lot of patches to tap. It's going up to the 2-hour mark, I think. Yeah. So I should end it there, really, I guess. How many miners have we got? The problem is, I will absolutely not have the chance to do anything else. Anything tomorrow, basically. Because I'll stream again tomorrow. It's going to have to be slightly later, because work, it has been a bit of a pain in the bum, to be honest with you. People scheduling things when they shouldn't. But, yeah, so it's going to have to be later. It's going to be 4 o'clock-ish, I guess. If not later, 4:30 probably. Is that going to work? No, I'll have to do it at 4 o'clock. Yeah, so I'll stream again at 4 o'clock. But the thing is, as I say, what I want to do is tap all of these patches out before we then start putting in smelting lines and on both of the, shall we call them resource planets, and setting up all the interplanetary logistics stations and all that sort of stuff, and then we'll go back to our home planet and actually build, you know, the next phase of stuff. But I'm well aware that it's yet another tedious stream of me doing exactly that, but there's just not going to be a chance for me to spend a couple of hours and finish off this planet. I guess on the good side, I am on holiday next week. Because I can't really do any more now, because I need to go and have dinner. I'm starving. But yeah, I'm on holiday next week, so in theory I could do some longer streams across multiple days and get a lot further with the proper stuff next week. Might even stream at the weekend. I'm quite keen to really push this on, because it's been a lot of prep work that isn't very interesting. Whereas really, you know, I mean, what are we? We're getting on for halfway through the tech tree, and we've got some nice, interesting stuff to do. Some of the cooler stuff in the game, and we're at the sort of stage where we're getting to where we can start doing the whole solar sail, ray receiver, Dyson Swarm stuff, and that's cool. That's really, and actually that's where I am on my test map. So I'd kind of then be properly discovering stuff in the game. You know, so we can do these. This is for power transmission and all that sort of stuff. And once we got that up and going, I seem to recall it requires some text from down here as well. But we're at a stage where, you know, we're getting into more interesting stuff. We can push towards these purple science, and then that'll get us very quickly to green science from memory. Where's... Is it this one? Yeah, gravity matrix is green, which gets us the warps, and that'll be cool. We can go to other solar systems and check them out at the very least. Maybe find our black hole. That'll be fun. So yeah, kind of the interesting stuff to come. I'm just sort of doing a lot of groundwork at the moment, which is not great for a stream, but I want to do it, really, before I really start doing big builds. Okay, well, we'll have to call it a day there. If you've been watching, or you either live, hello. I don't think there were any viewers, but if you're watching this on catch up, please feel free to leave a comment and like and all that sort of good stuff. Maybe come back for another one next week when, as I say, it'll probably be a bit more interesting, hopefully. Purple science, green science, Dyson swarms, all of the good stuff. All the groundwork will be done, and I'll be able to do probably some longer streams next week, because I'm on holiday but I've got nothing to do. I'm in a lockdown. What can I do? So yeah, I say, if you've watched this episode, if you've seen the end here, maybe come back for another one. But either way, thanks for watching. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff would be very much appreciated. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.